Hey, hello everyone. I hope you guys are having an awesome and wonderful day. It's another live Q&A on Saturday, and I'm very excited for today's live Q&A. Today we are going to talk about a little subject. Very quick is about ranking. I just want to make sure that I really make sure that people are really understanding everything before we jump in, and also at the same time we're going to have Q&A. For all the questions you guys have, please leave them in the comments. I'll be able to help you. At the same time, the people on the Facebook group, I make sure that I have all your questions written so I can answer them live at the same time. So I'm very, very excited about that as well. So we have Mark live. How you doing, Mark? Thank you so much for joining, brother. I really appreciate it, man. I know you have a lot of questions, so I'm very happy that you made it. And I'm here actually. I have some questions from your questions in the Facebook group. So I'm very happy to answer them today. And I'm just gonna wait for some people to come in. But in the meantime, I just wanted for people who are new to the channel and welcome to our channel. My name is Saad Basim. I am Amazon active seller, and at the same time, I know a lot of things about Amazon, about how to make money online, and I really created this channel to make sure I help people like you in a very honest, transparent way, which is it's the main goal of this channel. And everyone is there. We're gonna have a tutorial about a subject, whether it's Amazon or anything about related to e-commerce, mainly about Amazon private label, retail arbitrage, wholesale, whatever it is. We're gonna do every Wednesday, and every Saturday we have live and Q&A. So you're gonna expect me every day, every week, twice a week, Wednesday and Saturday. So you guys make sure you be here. Subscribe to the channel, give me a big like, give me a big thumbs up at the same time, and turn the notification bell to make sure that you really be notified as soon as I come live, which is I'm very consistent with, and I'm very happy how the channel is being moved. I'm really, really excited. Thank you so much, guys, for all the support, all the messages that I get, all the emails. I'm very happy. I read each one of them. I really answer to most of them to my best ability, and I'm very excited. And also join our Facebook group. It's really happening there, and very active group. I'm very grateful for them. They help each other. They make sure that everyone gets their question answered with ease, without making fun of. No matter how the question is small or big, all of them be treated nicely. And comes back to the management. Me, I'm on there all the time, making sure that nobody crossed the line, to make sure nobody is making fun of someone else's, because all of us, we started from the same point, from nothing. And I also would like to thank the admins, the moderator of the group, Nancy, my wife, and other people, the team, all of it, who really make these things happen. And we are not accepting people just to accept in the Facebook group to make sure, hey, look, we have 2,000, 3,000, 4,000. We're making sure that we're really accepting quality people that really have no spamming and really respect each other to create a really great environment. And now I see a lot of people are coming in, so I'm very excited. Welcome, guys, Giants. I hope you guys are excited about today, and I'm very happy to have you here. So we have Mark, we have Pernilla. What's up, Pernilla? We have Ginger Bear, which is Nancy. What's up? We have Sam. And guys, thank you so much for joining. And slowly we'll be growing this group. And for those who see the videos, please share them with other people to make sure that we get our message out. And I'm very happy. And we have Gourmet Soup and Lunches. What's your name, Gourmet Soup and Lunches? I see you very active in the comments, and your feedback. It's really nice, and I really appreciate it. Thank you so much. If you give me your name, it would be really nice to know you. And I'm very happy to have you as subscriber and also as a member. I really appreciate it. So guys, how was your Prime Day? How was your Prime Day? How was your sales? I hope you guys really had good sales. I know there was a lot of spike in sales. People saw 2-3 times of the sales, which is really nice. Me, unfortunately, one of the products that I really was focused on, the one that I shared my numbers with you, didn't reach the fulfillment center on time, reached it late. So everyone who was purchasing at that time, they were saying, hey, it will be delivered on July 24th and July 20th, which was really weird, but I still was able to manage 50 to 54 sales a day on those 2 days for one product, which is I was very happy with. Actually pushed our numbers from 30,000 when I made the video for you guys, which was the same, almost the same week. Pushed it to 40,000, from 39 to 40,000. I'm still out of stock. I have units, but still being FC transfer, which means fulfillment transfer. So they usually what happens, you send them to distribution center, your products, and then Amazon decides where to bring them to, which warehouse or which fulfillment center, and that took a long process this time. But I'm very happy with it. And even the day after Prime Day, the 17th, 18th, I was able to manage 40 units a day, 42 units a day, but then fall off because I had no units. So now I'm out of stock, and says it's going to be stocked in July 24th, which is I'm very, very, very happy about. Pernilla says Prime Day was quite bad for me, still struggling a lot. Pernilla, you know what, I think, you know what, it depends on each product, and I'm going to be honest with you. If I'm thinking of the same product that I once had consultation with you, I believe this product will pick up, but I think there's a few things that we need to do. I think PPC needs to be done correctly. I think you need to focus on ranking, and that's why today I'm going to talk very quick about ranking, but I will make a dedicated video only for ranking, which is going to be on Wednesdays. But I have a few videos that's really in process. I want to make sure that I have those videos that I really I want to make, for a lot of people ask me for them. And then I'm going to be focusing on ranking, keyword research, to make sure you guys really do it the right way, or at least the correct way. Natalie, thank you. Welcome to the channel. Welcome to the group, and I'm very happy to have you. And thanks for letting me know your name. So today, let's talk a little bit about Prime Day. I know some of you did well, some of you didn't do well, but it all depends on optimization. It depends on the product, depends how you sell the product. And I think this is the issue, which is I'm seeing, honestly. I think people, when they launch a product, they are only thinking about launching the product or selling the product and think it's going to do well, instead of targeting emotions. And that's why our way of thinking of a product is supposed to be shifting from only doing, hey, I'm selling a product, hey, come buy me, I have these features. You need to tap in the emotions side of it. And the emotion side of it is more powerful. You're not selling them, let's say, for example, if you're selling a spatula, you're not selling only a spatula, you're selling a solution for a bigger thing. So basically you're selling, hey, instead of burning your hands and being safe for you and your family, use the spatula to be able to flip your burgers and make this perfect burgers and hot dogs when you have your gathering with your family and you're throwing these parties and everything. See, I didn't talk about the spatula as much, even though it's the start of the product, but start of the listing. But I'm talking about, hey, it's actually, you will have the perfect experience with your family. You're having a perfect experience with having a perfect cooked burger or a hot dog, whatever you're doing. So tap in the emotions more than just targeting, hey, I have a feature, it's a long handle. Yeah, why is a long handle is good for me? The long handle is good for me because you'll be able to flip them from a long time while you will be able to flip your burger from a distance while you're sipping in your beer. You see, something like that. So emotions are very, very important. See, I'm very good with keywords. Very good with keyword. But when it comes, I know the emotions I want to target, but to be able to write them correctly in my copy is very, very hard. So that's why I hire someone. We have our own listing optimization service from before I offer it to my consultation for my clients. Offer for all that. It's very cheap. It's not expensive, and it's really well done. And this is really important for you guys. I'm not going to go ahead and buy the service I have. I really don't care if you buy it or not. It's not me. But I'm just telling you, if you do it, it's not only you need to make sure that the keywords are there. You need to tap into the emotions. And in my other video, I believe one of the videos when I said how I make $30,000 with one product, I tapped into the listing and I told you how we structure them. So make sure you tap into those emotions and be able to sell. This is, I'm saying, if your product already has a demand, already is not competitive, already having a good, has already a good features, already differentiated, you'll be able to tap into the emotions. But we need to make sure We need to make sure that the product first to begin with is the best thing, and then everything falls into place easily. And Pernilla says, that's thanks, Saad. It's not the one though. I sold out a lot of it last year. Great that you are doing video on that. That's really awesome, Pernilla. But really, you need to look at. I mean, every time when I see someone complaining about the sales, I always, when I sit with them, I always make sure I make a big analysis. Look at the product, look at the market, make sure it has the demand, make sure it's differentiated. Then I'll be able to look at their listing, and then I'll be able to talk about, hey, how we'll be able to do our PPC strategy, our launch strategy, what's our review strategy, whatever it is, to make sure that we increase the perceived value of the product. And this is what's very, 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 very important. And for all the people who are starting brand new, please make sure you find a product and differentiate it, but make sure you really follow a good product. Even if it takes you time, do it. And I think, Mark, I remember you, brother, you took the longest time to be able to find a product. But I believe from what I see, from what you shared in the Facebook group, you actually find a product that really it's heavy, but at the same time has a good profit margins that you will be able to have a lot of difficulties. But I believe when you get it there, because of the margins are 3 to 4 times, I believe you'll be able to make good profit in it, because it has a lot of struggles. And other thing, guys, I would like to tell you, I'm not telling you this for beginners, but I think you should look into. I like a product that has a lot of obstacles, a product that requires certification, a product that requires very headache into shipping, a product that has maybe difficulty in getting ungated in Amazon. I love those products because the obstacles, the regular rookie are not going to go through them. So you're basically lowering your competition throughout this specific product, and you'll be able to make better. So for example, in supplement, I'm telling you, I get a lot of people launching the same product, but they don't last 1 month, 2 months, and then they leave, because it requires a lot of mental strength to be able to continue in that product, whether from marketing, whether from reviews, whether from customer service. It's really, really good. And the other thing, see, I know I went a little bit of that tangent here, but you remember when I told you guys the product that you don't need to do? And I made a video of 16 products that you shouldn't do. And one of them was supplements and groceries. But I want to mention something for people who are experienced and they would like to add more to their product, and why I chose to do supplement, even if that was difficult. First of all, I wanted to prove it to myself and to my clients. Yes, it's possible. Even in the hardest niches, you'll be able to make it, and you'll be able to make sales. But it takes longer time, it takes more investment, it takes more patience, it takes more work, but it happens. That's one. The second thing why I did it, the long time value for that specific brand is going to be much higher than any other product that's only commodity. So if I have a product that's consumable, a product that you will need to reorder over and over and over again, this is a product, when you sell the business later on, is going to have a huge value. You'll be able to sell this product for multiple X's, which is really important. That's why consumables are really competitive, because first of all, you can buy them for a little bit lower. I'm not buying my product for low price, honestly. I'm just doubling my money. But is you buy them for low, and you'll be able to sell them for higher. And the other thing is that, let me just silence this. The other thing that you can do is once you have a product of that nature, you actually, the return on your investment is huge. It's huge. Like yesterday, 2 days ago, not 2 days ago, sorry, last week, all the days the same to me. Every day is like yesterday for me. I don't even know what days are anymore. So last week we made a calculation, me and my wife, and not me, my wife, honestly, she's very good at this. We made an Excel sheet and we went through the reports, and we found out that a lot of people, they were ordering 2 units, 3 units, and they were ordering on a monthly basis. It was a really tedious process. That's why I didn't do it. That's why my wife did it. But we found out almost 250 to 270 people are returning customers within our brand, within this product. This is very good, guys. That means I'm not saying, I don't want to jinx myself, but almost guaranteed I'll be able to get 200 to 250 people are buying from my from me every year. So the customer acquisition was too high. I was paying $3, $4 per bid, per click to be able to acquire that customer. But once I get him, now it's my job to make sure that I provide a good quality product, has a good insert, making sure I have customer service. It's really well. I mean, I think our customer service is really, really on top. If anybody complains, we answer really quick within 1 hour. We answer them, make sure that they'll be taken care of. If they have any issue, I refund them. I give them a free products. And this is what's really good. Yes, I run subscription, Mark, and I also run subscription. So in my listing, subscribe now and save. So Amazon has this. I'm going to make a video of that. It's basically a file you need to download. If your product applies, if it's a product is eligible for that, you'll be able to do save and subscribe. So basically, if someone can subscribe every month, they'll be able to get 1 unit or 2 units or 3 units per month. And also they will get a discount. They will come from 5%, 10%, 15%, depending on how much they sell. So subscription time is all the time you see people are buying because Amazon offered this save and subscribe button and this option, which is really makes it good. And now, since we're seeing that stabilizing in sales within the brand, and this is, you see guys, that took me almost 4 to 6 months to make sure that I'm really, before I launch another product, to see where I'm at, what's my maximum for this product, then I'm gonna jump into another one. And that's very crucial. I don't want you guys, it becomes very, very shiny object to become very tempting for you. Just, hey, I saw this product and now I'm doing well, and we go jump in a second product once you're still not finished with the other one, you didn't reach the maximum of that product. So lower your thing, make sure that you really maximize, squeeze the most out of the first product. Make sure it's ranked everywhere, which we're going to talk about today. Ranking. I ranked for the most keywords. I see where I'm at. What's the price point that I did? That's the price point I'm very comfortable with. And then I'm thinking now of expanding, giving extra products, a different kind of products within the same niche to expand, because cash flow intensive, very, very cash flow intensive. You need to make sure that within, like this one, I need to make sure within $25,000 always there to make sure that just this product to be maintained, to be able to fulfill the reorders, and making sure, putting in mind that Amazon holds the money for 2 weeks to make sure that I'm really up to time, so I don't stock out as much. And I stocked out because I was unexpected sales. I was getting more sales than expected, and thus was a stocking out. All right, so that's why I said I just want to go on tangent to tell you, people who are doing some or everything, it's a longer road, but really you'll be able to make more money. And I think Amazon, I think sellers and Amazon and people who are really acquiring businesses now, they're going for the long-term businesses, which is really, 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 really good. All right, and that's why it's expensive. Now, and also tangent for Prime Day, we're talking about there's a few things. We had seller central issues. Wasn't updating the sales on the on time, which is really was bad. But a lot of people were freaking out. I'm not making sales, and I didn't know what was going on with people. I was like, well, what are you talking about? It's already been updated. I think it's good. I think they were using the Seller Central. The other options, guys, is a free option for you to use a third-party app, which is you have Sales Tracker, and the other one called Seller Mobile. Let me just show you how it looks like. So for you guys, so this was updated quickly, and I was getting everything that I needed very quick. So it's this one and this one. Boom, boom. I don't know if you guys see it. Okay. Yeah, you see reflection here. Okay. So this one, Seller Mobile and Sales Tracker, they're really quick. I always use them because I like to see my sales coming in very quick, and also it gives me the days. It gives me the time. Like for example, daily it tells me, hey, at 6 p.m. you made 2 sales, and 4 p.m. you made this much sales on hourly basis, and that's very important for you guys who are running PPC. And if they stop it at 11 o'clock and you see from 11 to 3 p.m. Eastern, you're making sales, you need to really maximize your budget to make sure you make it extra sales. So through this, I found out from 11 p.m. until 3 p.m., 11 p.m. to 3 a.m. Eastern, I was making from 7 to 10 extra units per day. So I was always expecting that, because a lot of top sellers that were shutting off the PPC to make sure they don't overspend, and I was able to get their position. So this is very good. And also on regular days, Amazon Seller app is delayed by 15 minutes to 30 minutes to update a sale, but this one, as soon as you get it, you will get notified. All right, so let's talk about ranking. And I think most of you are here to talk about a little bit about ranking, and then I'm going to get into questions. I'll make sure I answer all the questions because today I took a little bit more from introduction. All right, guys, ranking. Ranking is, that's why I did first of all, I did indexing. For people who didn't watch indexing, go ahead and watch it. It's very, very important, because before you rank your product, do PPC, or you do anything of that nature, or you launch your product, you need to make sure you index for keywords. Now, why that's important? If you're recognized by Amazon for indexing for the keywords, now we need to focus on ranking. Ranking is basically, if I type, for example, air purifying bag, I want to make sure that I am ranked in the first page. Usually, you need to be in the top 5 or top 10 sellers of the first page. So for every keyword, you're going to rank differently. So for air purifying bag, I might be position number 2, but if I put air purifying bag, I might be number 20. If I do charcoal air purifying bag, maybe I'll be in the middle. If I do car air freshener purifying bag, I'll maybe be number 1. So the idea is to make sure that I'm ranked for the top 3 to 5 keywords. When I did my product research, when guys I did the video for you, I made sure you always search for 3 to 5 keyword that you can compete on, has enough search volume to be able to rank in the first page. If you rank for these, for 3 to 5 keywords, it's actually really good, depending on the short tail, long tail keyword. But if you rank with enough search volume, you're gonna make enough sales. All right, so that's really, really important. So the idea is to rank for as many keywords as possible in the first page, so increase your visibility, which means increase your sales. That's the whole idea. Now, how to check for ranking, which is, I'm going to give you a live demo how to do it. There's 2 ways of doing it. There's a manual way. Basically, I type each keyword and see where I am at. So you need to have a pen, you need to have a notepad, or you have Excel sheet if you're high end, which is really tedious, trust me. I will go ahead and I'll say, hey, air purifying bag, where I'm at, on position number 7, page 1, position number 7, page 2, number position, and you do that for most of your keywords, but it's really, really long. And if you do it this way, make sure you do it in incognito window. Okay, if you do it in your own regular window, you're going to have not accurate data, because there's cache, there's cookies in your regular Chrome search engine that will see if you really like this product very well. It might move it up for you depending on how much you like, how much interest in the product. So incognito, you go on incognito and you go to Amazon.com and search for them and see where you are at for that specific product. The other way is basically using a software, okay, which is a software that you need to use, like Viral Launch, which is I'll be recommending for you guys. You have it's affiliate link. You get 15% on it. I'm doing a lot of tutorials, so it's not like, oh, just get this product or get this software without you seeing the tutorial on it. I'm giving you a tutorial on everything and why I like it and why I'm using it. Now, if you have it, it's good. If you don't have it, if you have Helium 10 or Jungle doesn't have Helium 10. If you have it, I think they have it. I know they have it. And use whatever software that you can. Or I always give you a free option, and also I give you a paid option. So let me share my screen here for a second, and let's jump into it. So, guys, I think you see my screen now, and this is the same bamboo charcoal air purifying bag. So what I was saying before, if I put air purifying charcoal air bag, if for my product I want to see it, it might be in first position, second position, third position. If I put different keyword, it will be different. Now, if you want to do it through software, which is the easiest way, and I really highly recommend it, because the way I do it for ranking for how to rank for PPC, you need a ranking tool that tracks your ranking for each keyword. And that's how you'll be able to do it the right way, okay? So here what you do, you come here, you go to competitor intelligence, which is going to be here. Okay, so competitor intelligence, I'm sorry guys, competitor intelligence, you come here and then you add the product, which is I'm going to show you how to add it after, but I'm not going to refresh this page. What's happening is that I'm getting a lot of issues with Viral Launch. I think they're updating their software dashboard, and it's taken a long time to get me the data. So I'm going to show you the data, and then I'm going to show you how to add the product later, which is, I know, backward, but I just want to make sure you really get it fast and get the data already uploaded here for us. So I come in here, I put this ASIN. This is the ASIN for that specific product. So let's say my product here somewhere, I take it and I put it and I track it. Now it's showing me the very, very important data. Guys, it tells me the search volume, it tells me the index, and tell me the organic rank, which is really important. So first of all, when I come here, I go ahead, do search volume from the highest to the lowest, and tell me, hey, chocolate air purifying bag, which is at 24,000, is ranked number 2, is page number 2, page number 1, position number 2. So if I come, click on it, please do not stop me. If I look at it here, I'm position number 2. Okay. Now you see here the sponsor ad. I'm not counting these. They're not counted. These are paid positions. I'm talking about organic position. So first, second. So through this, I'll be able to find each keyword and where I'm positioned and how much I moved further and how much my position has decreased at the same time, which is really important. So here, Bamboo Chocolate Air Purifying Bag, he moved 3 positions up. So he was number 5 and he moved to number 2. But the other ones, Order Eliminator for Home, he moved down. So here also you can search by organic ranking. And through this is very important data here I'm getting. If I see this guy is making a lot of sales, so if I come to him, let's say this guy, and I do a Chrome extension, and I see how many sales he's making, and then I will tell you. So here he's making monthly revenue of 12,000. So if I want to replicate what this guy is doing and make sure that I'm really to see if I want to get to this kind of sales or almost, most likely I need to make sure that I'm ranking for those keywords that have this search volume around this kind of ranking. So you see that? So according to this ranking with the search volume, if I'm able to replicate the same thing, most likely I'll be able to make the same sales. If I have a good product, good differentiated, a good price, and I'm in that position, most likely I'll be able to make those sales. See, this is how you follow your ranking. And according to this here, volume estimated, organic rank, here's giving you only the top 50 organic rank. So at tops here, see stops at 49. So anything after that, which is page number 3, they're not showing because page number 3 doesn't have any visibility. So if it doesn't have any visibility, you're not going to make a sale. It's very, very unlikely for you to make a sale on the 3rd or 4th page. It's going to be very low. So they just count the first page and the second page only, but the most of the sales comes in the first page and usually in the top 5 or top 10 positions. So these are the keywords. Now, I can take those keywords. Okay, guys, that's a little tip for you very quick, which is I'm jumping into something I'm not supposed to, but I'll be able to take these keywords. Look at that. I come here, click, select all pages. I'm selecting all the keyword on those pages. See, that's why I didn't want to do anything with it because it's taken a long time. I'm not sure why. So I select them all. I come here and I can export the data. When I export the data in CVS file or Excel file, I'll be able to have those keywords and I'll be able to put them in exact match campaign and start ranking for those keywords as a competitor analysis keyword targeting, which is really, really cool. And that's a very, very quick tip for you guys. Trust me, the way I'm going to share with you later how to rank and how to find your keywords in the upcoming video is going to be really, really intensive. But I want you to understand this before we jump into the other one. So this is how you do it, guys, how you check your indexing, how you check, the organic ranking for your product. And you want to make sure you're always moving up, not down. If you're moving down, that means increase your bid on that product or check why it's not converting. If it's related keyword, not related keyword, is your bid is going lower? Are you running out of budget? And there's so many things it gets into them if you are trying to rank with PPC. All right, so this is how you check automatically. But now let me stop sharing and let's talk about me now. Do you see me? Okay, perfect. All right, guys. So we're going to be talking now about, guys. So we talked about what's ranking. I talked about how you check for your position for ranking, which is very important. Each one of you has to do it. And a lot of people are just winging it. I'm making sales today. I'm not making sales today because you're not checking ranking. Maybe you fall off ranking for big keywords and that's affecting you. Now, the third thing, how to achieve ranking, how to make sure you're actually getting the ranking that you need, how you make sure you're moving up. There's two ways of ranking. Okay, these are the most important ones. There's one for PPC, which is require you to do multiple campaigns. But before that, you need to do a very intensive keyword research. If you know your keyword very well, then you'll be able to target your PPC and you start ranking for them while you're watching and tracking your keywords and how you're moving up to into the ranking for the pages. Now, in PPC, it's very crucial for you to understand the long tail keyword versus short tail keyword, or short tail keyword versus long tail keyword. Now, if I'm doing a short tail keyword, which is, let's say here, I'm doing purifying bag, it's my short tail keyword for that specific product, but it's too competitive. Okay, let's say if I target 3 to 5 keywords, let's say with purifying bag in them, let's say purifying bag, large air purifying bag, if it has a purifying bag in them and is a main keyword, most likely you're gonna start raising up for all the keywords that has purifying bag with them. So all the long tail keywords, charcoal air purifying bag for home, you're gonna rank up for them if you target the long tail keyword. But it's gonna be too expensive. So you're gonna spend money on 3 to 5 keywords, has purifying bag, charcoal bag, bamboo bag. You target them, and then any long tail keyword has this specific short tail within them, you're gonna start raising up with them. Okay, but this is gonna be expensive. You will need to spend the money, and but very effective. The other way is a longer process, but you target a lot of long tail keyword. So I will take all the long tail keyword that has 3 words and more, okay, and put them in a campaign and try to target the crap out of them. Okay, you need to target them and try to get sales from them. And then when you start ranking for those, you're gonna start ranking slowly for the short tail keyword. So long tail keyword is gonna start ranking first, and the short tail keyword start moving up a little bit. Okay, so I always think about it this way. It's like you are the manager or the leader of your team. If you leader is doing very well which is your short tail keyword, let's say you're a leader, and if you start moving up, doing the right positions, the team is going to go up with you. Okay, which is the long tail keyword. Slow is going to go up with you. The other way, if you're the leader and the long tail keyword, which is your team, is doing very well, and they start pushing the leader also up. So they work in harmony. Team and a leader has to be together for you to be able to do something. And the same thing with the long tail, short tail keyword. I know it's very weird analogy, but this is how I think of it. And there's a lot of people who run businesses who really take care of their team, and I think they don't know how to run their company. I think they're only after a dollar instead of really taking care of their people. That's another subject, but this is where we are. All right, so this is how we do it with PPC. You got it. Long tail keyword, short tail keyword, you target them. But I always, when I do it, I do a lot of keywords and a lot of campaigns to make sure I achieve that, which is a very, very long process, and it takes at least 3 weeks to 4 weeks to make sure I iterate each campaign to make it happen. Now, the second way is launch service to achieve ranking. Launch service, what they do, they use a specific URL, which is, I'm going to come up with a video about super URLs, and all the super URLs are available out there. Just a URL, a la carte URL, a price range URL. There's a lot of them. So basically what they do, they make a coupon code, the first way, which is, first of all, launch service, use super URL, discounted item from 40 to 90%, depending how you launch it. And then they use 2 things. They use Facebook ads, or they use many chat sequences. Facebook ads, they have your product, they have the coupons, they do the ads, someone buys it, they claim the coupon, and they make the purchase and then start ranking. So the ranking, you start ranking for the keyword. The second one is ManyChat sequence. They do the same thing. They do an ad, connect ManyChat to your Facebook page, and then they have an offer in the Facebook page, and then anybody comments on it, they get emails, they get a messenger sequence to encourage them to buy the product, to review the product, or whatever, etc. The other thing I didn't mention about ranking, to be able to rank for a specific keyword, you need to make a sale through that specific keyword. So if I'm doing air purifying bag, I search it, I show up, someone click on my product, okay, by searching air purifying bag, they click my product, they go to my listing, add to cart, they buy, then I'm moving up for that specific keyword. Okay, that's how ranking works. If I want to rank for charcoal air purifying bag, a different keyword, it's the same thing. Someone has to type that specific keyword. They have to click on my listing, add to the cart, buy it, and then you start ranking for that keyword. So now the game is how many times I can show for a keyword, okay, and how many sales I can make, which is more than my competition. If my competition is doing 20 sales through this keyword, I want to make 25 sales or 30 sales through that specific keyword. So more sales I make through a specific keyword, I'm going to rank better than my competitor. This is how it works, okay? All right. This is what I want to talk about ranking, guys, and I think it's very important, but you need to make sure you're indexed. Now, let's see the questions. Let's see. Mark says, every new, okay. Mark says every new product has 100% possibility and 0% reality. After launching that, odds change size. That's why it's tempting to keep looking for a new product. Yes, the market's always changing, guys. Every product has kind of a shelf time for a product. So you need to make sure that if you have a product, jump on it and make sure you solidify your position into that product to make sure that anybody comes in, they're not going to be able to compete, or it's going to be so hard for them to compete because you have the reviews, you have the ranking in your site. Natalie says, Saad, do you offer any courses or do you offer any advice on listing? I don't offer any courses, guys. Now, if in the future I might be able to do a course, and if I do one, it's going to be really the bomb. It's going to be really, really good. But I don't have the base. I don't have the followers yet to make sure that I offer a course. I just want to do this now and share everything with you guys. But if I grow, and I see I cannot handle, I cannot give you guys enough value or be able to help each one of you in the Facebook group at a personal base, I will do a course. Even if I do it, it's not going to be crazy numbers, 2,000 expensive or 1,000 or 1,500. It's going to be very, very reasonable, and I think you guys are going to have a lot of value of it, but it's not the time for it. Now, if you have any question, I have only my consultation company, which is I offer consulting per hour, or I do a mentorship one-on-one. It's 4 times a week, a mentorship, and I have 1 hour basis consultation. But this, you have to reach out to me on Messenger, and my assistant will be able to talk to you about the details. Now we have, Mark says, you said indexing really affects the effectiveness of PPC. We use PPC to build ranking indexing when we launch, but our ads might not show if we are not indexed yet. Yes, no. Indexing will happen if you're in the right category and you have the right relevancy. So that's why when you do your campaign, when you do your listing, you need to make sure that all the keywords that in your keywords, all the keywords in your keywords, that's a good one. All the keywords in your listing are relative to your product, and there's no nonsense. So what happened is, if you run your PPC and you show up for that specific keyword, and Amazon sees there's relevancy and there's clicks on your product, then Amazon say, oh, this has high relevancy, and as actually this is a related product because you're getting clicks and we're getting conversion. Okay, this is perfect. This is the product. And the other thing you need to understand, Amazon, their algorithm, learn about a specific product through a previous product. So if you have a competitor in the position number 1 or 2, and you have the same product with the same kind of keywords, Amazon right away say, hey, someone typed air purifying bags. Is similar to this product number 1 or 2, so it's relevant to this product because it has the same images and same keywords, so you'll be able to connect them. Is machine learning. That's how they know the indexing. That's how they know relate the product. And now when you run PPC, a lot of people, they stuff each ad group, they stuff the campaign so much. For example, if I have 300 or 500 keyword in a campaign, Amazon, how it works, it says, okay, I'm going to test this campaign. I'm going to show him up for 5 or 10 keywords from his all keywords that he has. So if you have 10 keywords from 500, they might choose 10 keywords that are not related very well to your product and show you up. And then if you don't convert, if you don't get clicks, they'll deem the whole campaign as not relevant campaign, and that's why it doesn't work. That's why you need to do, when you do your PPC, you need to limit your PPC keywords to 100, 150, 200 max, and has to be very, very specific, very related, to make sure when Amazon tests your campaign out there and they index the PPC itself, because there's listing indexing and there's PPC keyword indexing, when they show you, okay, and you be relevant and you be able to get clicks and sales and conversion through this campaign, and then I was like, okay, let this campaign go do its job because the keywords are relevant. I hope I made sense here. What's up, Amanda? Nice to have you here. Thank you so much for joining. Yes, viral launch is slow today because what's happening, I believe, is the following. They're updating a few things in their software because I know they're coming up with a new tool, which is a PPC tool. So they're changing a few things in the platform, and also they changed stuff in the Chrome extension. So that could be why they're slow today. Okay. What's up, Eric? How you doing, man? I got your message from my assistant. Yes, man. I think we're good. Just she sent you a message. Answer her back, and we'll be able to schedule it. Mark says, "Hi, Saad, Mahesh. What's up, Mahesh? I'm very happy to see you, man. I want to ask you for PPC for my main keyword. Is it true that I can switch off the PPC if I'm now ranking on page 1 for that keyword?" You need to test it. There's no straight answer. If you rank number 1, and you'll be able to maintain your sales velocity through that specific keyword. Like, for example, I'm ranked in air purifying bag. If I leave it and I turn off my PPC and I see I'm still making the same sales, I'm not losing position, yes, you should be good. But this is usually happens if you are ranked for a lot of keywords on the page number 1, and that's what's going to help you to maintain the same sales without your PPC help. This is how I would do it. You can lower bids. You can lower bids on specific keyword. So, for example, if we're paying $1.50 for a keyword, if you had a really high conversion, high relevancy, you'll be able to lower it by 10 cents each time. You will see you will keep the same position but at a lower price. So that's another thing that you can try. So every time when I have a keyword that I'm bidding, I'm converting, I start lowering 5 cents, 10 cents. See if my position still sticks. Okay, I'll leave it for a week. Come the week after, lower another 10 cents if I'm holding the same position, and I'll keep it, because Amazon, they always want to keep people who have high conversion, and they'll be able, if they get that position, to get more sales with them, to make more sales, more profit, more fees, more commission, which is Amazon is going to benefit. That's why they don't want to give it to a newbie. That's why I invested good money with my PPC. Now, if I bid lower than my competitor, I'm always holding the same position because I have enough history and data with Amazon to say, hey, this guy's worth it. Go ahead and give him that position. So make sure about that. But turning off, yes, you can do it, but I will never do it without testing it first. Test it for 1-2 days. If your sales doesn't change, keep it. But as soon as you start going down, put your PPC up to make sure you rank back up. So that's why the ranking tracker in your and if you have a viral launch or Helium 10, whatever it is, do it to make sure where you are at. And that's a very good split test to do. Very good question, Mahesh. Very good question. Hi, Saad. Can I know what would be your PPC strategy if your daily budget finishes too early? That's why I told you, Mahesh. And when I started this conversation, I was talking about third-party seller app, which is Seller Mobile. It actually tells you when your sales are coming in. If you're running out of budget, You have to make the test. You have to make the test for 1 day or 2 days. Raise up your budget, even if it's gonna kill you, even if it's gonna kill you with the spending. Do it and see if you don't run out of budget for 24 hours, and see how much sales you're gonna make, because that's gonna affect your overall sales in your overall sales of your product, and that's going to help to determine. If not, if you're running out of budget, you might be losing in a lot of sales, because a lot of people are running at the same time, running out of budget at the same time. So I would highly recommend you do that test. Do 24 hours budget. Do not raise your budget for another $100 or whatever it is your budget, to make sure you don't run out. Very important. Natalie says, can you run PPC without reviews? Yes, you can. You can do it, but you will suffer a little bit with conversion. So that's why I always, once I do it, I always do early review program. And you can, this is against term of service. You can go ahead and ask friends and family for reviews. You need 3 to 5 reviews in the beginning, which is good. You're gonna still suffer with your conversion, but you'll be around 10% conversion rate or unit session percentage, which is good. And later on, once you establish reviews up to 20 to 25 reviews, then your unit session percentage should jump to 15, 20% and beyond that. So yes, you can do it, but you need to know it's investment. You need to do it slowly until you make it happen. You see me? So yes, you do it. Yes, you can, but have at least a few reviews are better. Yes, Mark, exactly. Pernella says they're working harmony. Exactly. I tried sometimes to be good with my with my terms, with my search terms. Kevin Kifor says, hello, Saad. Hello, man. Thank you so much for joining. I really appreciate it. Day after day, week after week, we're getting more subscribers. More people are joining. I'm very happy. Guys, thank you so much. Margaret says, re-indexing. I see. Thank you, brother. You're welcome. Joel, how you doing, man? Very happy to have you here. What's up, buddy? So these are the things, guys, I really wanted to cover with you, but I have a few questions. I really want to make sure I keep my promise to those who left the questions. Sam says, I'm wondering what you go about choosing the keyword you use in the listing. I will do first a keyword research, which is I'm going to come up with a video for keyword research. I can use Viral Launch or Jungle Scout to do keyword research for each search term that I'm looking for. I usually, when I search for keywords, I use the short tail keyword, put it in there, and then make sure I get a big flow of keywords, and then I'll be able to filter them to make sure they're very related. And the other tip for those who are joining, which is I'm very happy you guys here to see it first, I do reverse ASIN on my top 3 competitors. I do reverse ASIN, see what kind of keywords they have, and I'll be able to use this into my listing, which is very important. And also when I did my video about the title with you guys, how to find the main keywords, the manual way, you can use that as well, which is, I'm going to leave a link here for all the stuff that I'm talking about, and you'll be able to watch it, which is really cool. But I'm going to do a video. If you guys really want it, leave a comment. Okay, leave me a comment. Really, so you can remind me, guys. So I get into so many subjects, and then I don't know which one I want to do first. So put them down in the comment. Hey, Saad, please, if you can do this or you can do that. Now I know a lot of people want to know how to rank with PPC, so that's going to be keywords. But everything I'm doing in steps to make sure I don't confuse you. I don't want to go into ranking without you understanding the keywords first, or learning the indexing thing, or ranking first. So that's what I'm doing. But please leave a comment. Let me know, and I'll make sure it happens. But that's how some I do it. Find a keyword research tool, find the keywords, filter them, and you'll be able to use them in your listing. Ribbon Sammy says, hi Giants, I just heard about FBA a couple months ago and started watching YouTube videos about it and came across that channel and your group. I'm ready to get involved and I'm about to subscribe to Jungle Scout and open Seller Central. Can I open an individual seller account till I find a product on Jungle Scout, then change the account to pro or business account so I can have the fees for the couple of months waived, so it might take me time to find a product? First of all, Reuben, thank you so much. Welcome to the group. Very happy to have you. What I recommend and why I recommended this, and that's why I want to explain a little bit more here. I said go ahead and open a pro account. Why I'm saying go ahead and do a pro account or business account, because a lot of times, which is I've seen, people who have a pro account, first of all, it pushes them to do the work and to be able to find a product to make sure that they get into the business and take it seriously, because they have this $40 in their back. The second thing, a lot of people go from $40, they go from pro account to individual, and then they switch from individual to pro account again. They got suspended right away, or they get the account suspended until they get verified, whether they get ID verified or they get a lot of things to make sure they're verified and they're correct. And I don't want to get into that thing. I had one of my clients, I know it's a little bit, it's not much. I get one of my client who actually he did that without my knowledge. I didn't know about it. And he was ready to ship the product. And there's like, okay, I'm going to have a pro account. And he had to take him a month to make sure he gets his account back to business account until he ships the product. So imagine, he waited a month to get his product from the supplier to Amazon because his account wasn't approved again, which is he thought he would. So the other thing you can do, which is I heard about it, is basically you can go ahead and ask Amazon, hey, I haven't for 2 months I had my Amazon seller, I was paying $39.99, but I wasn't getting a product. Do you mind if I get refunded for those 2 months? Usually they will do it. They will see there's no activity in your seller central, and they will refund you the 2 months or whatever the months. But that's why I recommended it. But for sure, it's your business. You do whatever you want, man. What else? We have another question. Mark Richardson, which is here. He says, hey Giants, when creating a bundle, do you ask the manufacturer of the main product to package the bundle for you, or do you prefer to use a prep center? The prep centers offer some advantages but comes at a cost. Since you're here, Mark, do you mind if you tell me why would you want to do a prep center? If you're doing it because you're worried about the manufacturer themselves to steal your idea and they will produce the same thing and everything, I think we're overthinking things. I think it's true. Sometimes it happened, very few instances where the manufacturer was able to steal, was producing the same product on the same listing. But this is horror stories that really little for them to happen. But I would let my supplier do. So I will have my main product from my manufacturer. I have the freebie. I send it to them. It's easier. They do it for very low cost. They package it and they will ship it without any issues. So I will do that. If you really don't want to do that, you can have the main product with the freebie shipped to Prep Center, and they will bundle it for you. But it's an extra step. And don't forget, those suppliers, the good suppliers who wants to suppliers, they will always watch your listing on Amazon because they want to see how much you're selling, how well you're selling, so they see how much you can do business with them. So, and also anybody can copy your product. If as long as you're out there, you're in public, everyone sees what you're doing, and they will replicate it. So I think it's a fear that you don't need to worry about. This is only my opinion. I think I will do it this way. But there's a risk, but it's a little that I really don't worry about it as much. Mahesh says, Saad, I have tried doing $100 daily budget before, but ran out of budget really quick as well. So I didn't know what strategy to follow. Okay, remember one thing, guys. This is something you need to pay attention to. And I know maybe it's going to solve a lot of issues you have. If I have, let's say $100, okay, and I run my PPC and I have $100, and then I run out and I refill right away, like 100, I put 150, you're gonna see yourself running out of sales very quick, like within maybe 30 minutes. Why is that? First of all, Amazon says, oh, maybe there's a mistake. We're used to sell 100. He used to have his budget $100 every time. So once you come in, they will shut you right away. They will keep you alive for a bit, but they shut you down right away. And sometimes also some instances will charge you $50 because they run you very quick. But if you see the day after, you actually reset to $150 and you'll be able to use up the whole $150 dollars and will last longer than the first time refill. I call it a refill because if I have 100, then I put 150. You will see that you run out very quickly. But if you keep it, you will see yourself, you actually last longer the day after. So don't worry about it. I usually do it. When I do that, I do it at 2:45 a.m., which is too much to ask for people, but I stay up late anyways. At 2:45, I wanted to raise the bid, raise my budget. I put $100 extra, and on the day cycle, the second cycle, you will see yourself, you actually lasting way longer than the first refill. Yes, Natalie, you're right. 3 hours. Yes, it happens. It happens. But leave it for the day after. You'll see it will last much longer, much longer. What else we have here? Don't forget to like this Q&A. Yes, give me a big thumbs up. Give me a big subscribe. Give it up. Thank you so much, Nancy. Pernell says, have you noticed a pattern of slow sales on the same day Amazon is going to transfer your payment? No, I don't. I didn't. I actually didn't even pay attention to it. I don't pay attention to it. I'm not sure. But my sales stays the same almost. But I'm not sure if there's someone else has this experience or track that metric. Please help Bernella and ask her, but I don't. Mark says, I prefer the idea of supplier doing it. Thanks for the feedback. You're welcome, brother. Welcome. Let's see another few questions. Then I'm gonna let you go today. I'm very actually, you know what? I'm very happy today. Very happy that you guys stuck with me. You guys showed up. Thank you so much. I love you too much. I love those questions, and I'm very happy to have you guys with me. Thank you so much. All right, so that's another question, which is I'm gonna butcher, but I will be able to get the point. Now, he says, is there anyone who knows what's up with the title guidelines? I don't know if I should get it shorter or I should lose the line. You know this line? I don't even know what it's called in English. The line that you put, like when you have your text and then you put a line like this in my title. First of all, remember, guys, I have before we said that we have 50 character only, but Amazon changed it. This guideline said by July 22nd, everyone has to change the title to 50, and then they realize, oh my God, don't do this. It's going to be trouble. Do not do it. So now they say 200 character, which is most of us is not going to change nothing for us. 200 character it is. Now, for that specific sign, I don't think really it's going to matter. But if you change it, change it. If you leave it, leave it. It's not a big deal. I don't think it will. But we will notice if you have it, and after a few days you get de-index or your sales going down, you just remove it. It's not a big deal for you removing this tick. But for a keyword aspect, leave it at 200, and you should be fine now. It's no more 50. Just a quick update. Yes, someone says, are everyone's sales still down dramatically after Prime Day? This question, I think maybe they didn't know about Seller Central app, if there's issue with it. And the other thing is, yes, sometimes they have Prime Day hangover where sales go a little bit low. The same thing if you drink a bottle of wine and the day after you're just not able to get up. It's the same thing. Should we? This is a very good question for you guys. Said, should we do inspection only on the first order or for all the orders to follow? Guys, I really, you need to do inspection for every order that goes out, regardless of what happens, because especially when you're dealing with China, you want to make sure the first order is good, second, third, fourth, and then you'll be able, once you establish a relationship with Amazon, with the supplier, then you'll be able to skip one. But still, I will tell them, hey, my inspection is coming, or my inspection is doing this. Hey, send me pictures. Hey, make sure that you send me video of the product. Make sure, show me the palletizing, show me the packaging, show me the feature product, the insert card, whatever it is. Let them do it all the time, and then you can skip one or two, but I do not recommend it. I think it should be a must, $125 you pay it, or 150 or 175, and get it all the time inspected so you don't have issues. Because if you inspect that correctly, your reviews are going to get better, your customers are going to be satisfied, you're going to get more awareness, and that's very important. Quality. Mahesh says, awesome, Saad. Thanks for the advice. Great to be visiting the Q&A session after 2 years. Time flies. Yes, the time flies, man. The time flies. We never know. Just like that, it's gone, and the gray hair starts showing up. I don't need any more of the face app. I just see myself, and I will see myself, everything. It's whether getting wider or I'm getting older. So that's what it is. And that's it. So guys, today we finished the question. Actually, I have 2 more questions, but if you guys want me to listen to it, let's go ahead and do it. You know what? I will honor it and do it. I have 2 more questions. Says, if someone just had my first return, with the customer return reason mentioned as product is not described, with no further details under customer service, well, Amazon, blah, blah, blah. Okay, so he says, what happened with the refund? So first of all, when you go to your returns, with your order returns, you see a product is request for return, product not described, not as described on the website, and right away Amazon send them the money, and then they wait for the product to come in. Once the product comes in, then Amazon knows exactly what's the issue. Okay, they know, hey, the product is customer return because not as described, or the product was missing a piece, or a product, whatever the reason. Okay, or I get a lot of not same price as advertised. Okay, I get those little issues. Now, if it's a legitimate issue, you need to make sure about it. If you're missing a piece, you're missing something that you promised to keep, you need to check it. Other times, actually, people, they do as not described to make sure that they don't get charged for the return labels for the shipping. So that's why they do it, but check it all the time and you should be good to go. Okay, and returns is a part of the game. Do not freak out on them. If you get 1% returns, you should be fine. If you get more than that, there's an issue. You need to look into it, and that's a great feedback for you to understand why it's happening. And if you can reach out to that person and make sure, hey, hey, I just saw you return the product. I just would like to have your quick feedback. If there's anything I can do for you and why you returned it. Sometimes they will give you the middle finger, says, no, I'm not going to answer. Or the other time, the people who really want to help, they will really help you. The last question, and then I'm going to call it a weekend. Is it normal for a supplier to take 45 to 60 days to manufacture a shipment for 200 items? Yes, it's possible. Don't forget, guys, a lot of people are preparing for Christmas in July. They're ordering many units to make sure they will have the fees of shipping very low, because later on the shipping is going to go higher, more expensive. So yes, you will get that. And also some people, they want to avoid the tariff or Trump changing his mind, and he goes ahead and just change a few things. So this is why it will take longer time. And also, if you have only 200 units, you're not their first priority. The first priority could be the season seller that orders thousands of units. So they'll put you last in the order sheet. George says, Asancio, what's up, George? Finally, I see you in live Q&A, man. I see you very active in the feedback. Thank you so much for your feedback. When using competitive intelligence, identifying keyword market for product research, should I use priority score or opportunity scores? Very good question. I use priority score first to see the related keywords, and I use opportunity score for keywords that I want to target in my PPC. So they have different things, but it's a good way. Priority for very related keyword, opportunity score that keywords that are not being used as much in listing or in PPC that you can take and you can target, and you will achieve good things, which is I have a different strategy only for opportunity score that I use to make sure I find every keyword possible that I really want and I would like to convert into a sale. So it's very, very important. So guys, once again, thank you so much. I really, really appreciate your support. I appreciate you coming here. Next Saturday is going to be the same time, the same place, the same face that you're going to see. I appreciate you being here. Please, if you like this video, share it. If there's any other video that you like, share it with other people who might be helpful. Give me a big thumbs up. Comment for anything you would like me to do next. And I really, really appreciate you. Have yourself a wonderful weekend. Enjoy it with the family. And I'll see you in the next one. Take care, everybody.